Beyblade. It's just a kid's toy, right? Something you grow out of once you hit a certain age in life, like so much else. But what if we didn't think like that? What if we didn't immediately dismiss hobbies we were supposed to outgrow? What if we find them for the first time well after we've grown up? Are they still fun as adults? That's what I want to find out. Scrolling TikTok recently, I was suddenly fed video after video of Beyblade content and the new Beyblade X generation, something I had never had an interest in. I'd play with them once when I was younger and thought there wasn't really anything to it beyond just ripping the cord as hard as you could and hoping you win. Apparently, that may not be the case. The more I watched, the more I heard creators talking about launch angles, how much power to use, what types of parts to combine, and how to naturally wear those parts to make them perform better. Things that gave the impression this hobby has more depth than I initially thought. I found myself going from TikTok to searching YouTube for more in-depth videos, and suddenly I was invested. Now, maybe my peanut ADHD brain saw spinning shiny objects click-clacking, crashing into each other and flying around, and gave me a rush of dopamine, but where that normally wears off quickly, days later I'm still invested and wanting to give it a try. The other side is, while I was deep diving through YouTube, I found myself thinking, am I too old for this? Am I gonna be out of place? There are a good amount of adult Beyblade creators, but the main audience I tend to assume is on the younger side. If I go to a tournament, is there going to be anyone relatively close to my age, or will it be just a bunch of really young people that, while I have no problems getting along with, probably aren't going to be the people I can completely relate with beyond hobby interests? And one of the fun parts of a hobby can be the social aspect. So accepting that this might be a hobby where that isn't the case is just part of it. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there will be people closer to my age that I can hang out with at events. Now, well, despite the thoughts like that creeping in, something that had been brought up by multiple creators was how the advertising for the new generation of Beyblade that just launched seems to be aiming at more of all ages. After watching the ad, it certainly does seem that way, from young adults to someone with a nearly full gray beard playing in it. It was a good sign of this. And you know what? Even if that wasn't the case, if something is fun and it's not hurting anyone, enjoy it. That's what I'm gonna do. Having fun shouldn't be something we grow out of. And with that thought out of the way, I kept digging, learning more, and inevitably placing my pre-order for some of the new Beyblade X bays and Stadium, diving in headfirst to give this a try. It's been a while since I've been brand new in a hobby and learning from the ground up, so I'm really looking forward to this. And also really helps that I happen to find this right as the new X generation is starting, because looking at the previous generations that lasted anywhere from 7 to 9 years each was a bit of a daunting thing to try and learn all the information for. This somewhat fresh slate of a starting point where there's only 5 bays at launch to start with, rather than trying to learn the catalog of bays from the previous burst generation, which total well into the triple digits with all the variations, makes this a far more approachable starting point. Even with the fact that this is the perfect time to be starting, it's going to be a journey. One I'm really looking forward to, so that's what I've named this channel. It's going to give the perspective of someone fresh and learning, hopefully to help others that are new and provide a fresh viewpoint for those that have been in for a while and want to follow along to see all the mistakes I make, things I learn, and progress in understanding and enjoying the hobby. But above all else, I'm here to have fun, because we should never outgrow that.